Hello, I'm Tiffany Watson, Director of the Edward J. Lewis II Lawyers in the Classroom program. Thank you for joining us for the Lawyers in the Classroom program series. Today, we'll hear from Ms. Tashiana Stafford, attorney volunteer, about her experience with the Lawyers in the Classroom program and why she joined LIC. Welcome, Tashiana.
For having me. I decided to be a part of the Lawyers in the Classroom program because a lot of what I do with Equip for Equality is centered around advocating for young people. And so I thought that it'd give me an opportunity to come into the classroom, make relationships with students while they're in class, and also just I love kids. I think that I love to inspire them. And sometimes, especially with young kids of color, representation matters. So having the opportunity to come in a classroom and be a young Black attorney and be, familiar with probably the songs that they're listening to on the radio may make become an attorney, more tangible for them. So we decided on teaching the No Weapons Allowed lesson. And I think that it was a really great lesson to bring to the young people because it really was a way to bring the law into the school, right? We were talking about the way that this particular law, the ban on bringing certain weapons to school property, can affect school policies. And so it gave the kids an opportunity to really engage and talk about, they began engaging about other school policies and kind of really gain an understanding as to the thinking behind some school policies. So with this lesson in particular, the students that I was teaching, they wow me with their ability to distinguish like certain fact patterns that I would bring into the lesson. And so the kids were on top of it. They were able to say, this is not a weapon. And even if it's not a weapon, it can be used as a weapon. So the policy should address this and the law should address, these very nuanced aspects of the law. And I told them, I said, this is exactly what lawyers do. They take the law and then they take the fact pattern and they distinguish, the facts from the law. And they say, well, this case should not or should apply for this various reason. And they blew me away with the way they were able to do it. And it was so inspiring the way that they continued to discuss, even in the chat box, like they were so engaged. So I told them, I was like, you guys, I got a bunch of lawyers in the classroom here. Yeah, I think that I benefit because I think when I'm in the classroom with the students, I am outside of the legal case. I work with kids. So a lot of times when they're meeting with me or I'm meeting with their parents, they're in very serious situations. And, the mood of the meeting is not always as uplifting as I would want it to be. And so it really gave me the opportunity to do what I do every day, but in a different way and engage with kids and see them kind of in a more happy state and be able to teach them a little bit about, what I do and making them feel like it's possible for them. Like that all are those all are part of the reasons why. My favorite highlight would definitely be the fact patterns. Like when we began taking the no weapons allowed ban, complete ban on weapons, and then give the kids a bunch of scenarios about, things that aren't typically weapons, or when kids bring things that are considered weapons for non-violent reasons to school, the way that they engaged with me and even just some of the hilarious things that they would say, like they would say, is it really possible to, poke someone's eye out with a toothpick? Like, is a toothpick a weapon? And it just became this open conversation about all of these different things. And I think that seeing the kids use their imaginations in a way that was also productive, in a way that I mean, honestly, they came up with some better arguments than I did. So I think that was my favorite part. And they were hilarious, like hilarious kids and so smart. So just seeing how talented these young people are and how willing they are to engage with me, it really just made my heart melt.
So thank you. Thank you so much for your dedication to the program and to our students, to our youth. I mean, basically in your life, but also in your volunteerism. So thank you, Tashiana, for sharing your thoughts and your experiences. And we're so happy again that you're a part of the Lawyers in the Classroom program. To learn more about the Lawyers in the Classroom program, please go to www.chicagobar.org/chicagobar/LIC.